Alright students, how's it going? Happy New Year to you all. Yes, 2021 has begun. So I thought that today in Learning English with Lily, we could have a look at some English idioms and expressions that relate to the new year and the idea of New Year's resolutions. These are decisions that we make at the beginning of a new year to either stop bad habits or accomplish new things. But before we begin, I've got an expression to teach you which I think sums up how most of us feel about 2020. Sum up, in case you don't know, is a lovely phrasal verb which means give a quick summary of something. So the expression that sums up how I feel about 2020 is good riddance. You say good riddance to show that you're happy that someone or something has gone. If someone you don't like very much comes into your office at work, when they leave you could say, good riddance. And when a year like 2020, which, let's be honest, wasn't a great year, is over, you can say, good riddance. So, good riddance to 2020 and 2021, bring it on. Bring it on is honestly one of my favourite expressions. It just means, yeah, I'm ready for the challenge. Let's go. Bring it on. Okay, let's have a look first of all at an expression that we use when we want to give something up. So stop doing something that we see as negative or harmful. And this expression is kick the habit. Okay, imagine you're kicking that habit far away from you. Kick the habit. I wish she didn't smoke. She needs to kick the habit this year. I'm always biting my nails. Right, my New Year's resolution is to kick the habit. Okay, if you want to start a new hobby, then take up is the phrasal verb you need. I've decided to take up tennis. This means you've decided to start playing tennis regularly. And now for some expressions related to the idea of starting again, okay? A new year, a new beginning. The first one is a fresh start. A fresh start. I like this one. It's like taking a deep breath. A fresh start. It just means the opportunity to begin something again. If you lost your job, you might decide to change careers, look for a job in a completely different industry. You've decided on a fresh start. The next one is turn over a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf. This is a great expression which means start to behave better, often in a more responsible way. John hasn't been doing any exercise recently, but he says he's going to turn over a new leaf and start going to the gym twice a week. Okay, the next one is back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. This expression is used when a plan hasn't worked and you need to start again. If your New Year's resolution is to go running every morning before work, but after 3 days you're exhausted and falling asleep at your desk, you might say, okay, back to the drawing board. I'm going to go running twice a week at first and then build it up. Next up, we've got start from scratch. Start from scratch. This means create something that's totally new, rather than adding to something that already exists. Your New Year's resolution might be to take up baking. However, when you're making your first cake, you add salt instead of sugar by mistake, and you have to throw the mixture away and start from scratch. On to get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. This simply means make something begin, make something happen. And it's a good image, isn't it? The ball is the thing you want to happen, and you get that ball rolling, you initiate that action, you make that thing begin to happen. You've decided to learn Spanish this year, so you've signed yourself up for a beginner's Spanish course to get the ball rolling. Now I've got another great expression that evokes some fantastic imagery To bite off more than you can chew. Bite off more than you can chew. So this expression means try to do something that actually proves more difficult than you first thought. To remember this expression, think of having a huge juicy burger. It looks so tasty. And you take a huge bite. There's so much in your mouth, you can't actually chew it. If you make 10 New Year's resolutions, for example, then you're probably not going to be able to keep them all, which means you've bitten off more than you can chew. Okay, some good collocations to remember. You make, keep, or break a New Year's resolution. It's the same as a promise, okay? You make a promise, you keep a promise, or you break a promise. So you make New Year's resolutions, you try and keep them, but sometimes you break them, especially when you've bitten off more than you can chew. Okay, final expression. The world is your oyster. The world is your oyster. An oyster, by the way, is a large, flat shellfish. Don't be shellfish. Bad joke. When you tell someone, the world's your oyster, you're saying, listen, the world is yours. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. So students, my message to you in 2021 is the world's your oyster, okay? Embrace the opportunities that this year brings. Okay, lots of great vocabulary there. Let's see what you can remember. If you have a bad habit, like biting your nails, what can you do? That's it. Kick the habit. Okay, what about if you were making a cake? Okay, you put it in the oven, but then you forgot all about it, and now it's completely burnt. What do you need to do? Yes, unfortunately, you need to start from scratch. Okay, last one. You've decided to start learning French, so you message all your friends to see if they know any good French teachers. What have you done? Exactly, you've got the ball rolling. Okay guys, hopefully you've enjoyed learning some fantastic new expressions today. If you have, please do make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload a new video every single week. Okay, Happy New Year everyone. See ya.